Hi guys, how are you today? Today we're gonna learn about how to calculate NPV with using this financial calculator. Last time we learned how to calculate this present value or future value or even PMT with this calculator using these five core buttons, even highlighted with the silver color. And there was like one core function, but the other function of this financial calculator is we can we can calculate the NPV or IRR of the given cash flow. So let's try that with the textbook example. So end of chapter number 8 question. So we have a given cash flow like this: negative 34k, negative 16k, 18k, and 15k for each year. And the rate of return is 12%. This is first one given. And then we're gonna calculate with the same cash flow and the 35% of recorded rate of return. And we're gonna compare two NPVs and what's gonna happen. So let's turn on the financial calculator and let's push CF button, which is cash flow. Then you're gonna see like CF0 over here and say enter sign over here. So that means CF0 means what is your cash flow at z times 0. So we can just simply put 34k negative, right? And we can push enter. Then you're gonna see this equal sign is on. That means this number is correctly entered in the machine. So we can just like push this down button over here. Then you want to see like C01. This is cash flow at time 01. So we can put 16000 as the first year of cash flow and push enter. Then you're gonna see the sign, the equal sign again. That means it's entered correctly. Then push the down button. Then you see like F01. What is F01? This is not cash flow. This is the frequency of the cash flow. For example, if there is like 16k and another 6k and 60k and 60k, for example, 3 times, then you can push like 3 times of frequency for the 60k of cash flow. But this time there is just one 6k at time 1, so we can just put the frequency of 1. It's already in there, so we can just go down. So cash flow at time 2, which is 18k. Push enter, right? And then you see the frequency for the second cash flow. And third cash flow, we're gonna push 1500 and enter. And again, you see the equal sign. That means this number entered correctly. And go down, frequency 1, and then cash. We don't have any cash flow anymore, so we can just like ignore it. Just go down. You see the frequency. There's no. So then if we just like push nothing for the cash flow 4, then the financial calculator recognizes that there is no more cash flow. So this guy is gonna ignore it. So we're just gonna come back to the cash flow 0. Then we're gonna just double check all the cash flow by just putting this down button to frequency 1, 3. Yes, so we are ready. Then to calculate NPV, what you can do is just push NPV button over here. Then you can see I over here, but the I means interest rate or required rate of return, which is the first one is 12%. So let's do with the 12% first. So like before, the IY, just put 12 instead of 0.12 because this guy is recognized this 12 as 12%, not 1200%. So 12 and enter. Then you see like this equal sign. That means this is entered correctly. And then push down. Then you see NPV, right? And there's a compute sign over here. So it's by just pushing this compute button, you're gonna have like the present value of this NPV over this cash flow. So in the case of 12%, we know that is 5 11.09, right? 5. Then we can just put in this screen, just put up button. We can just come back to the interest rate. So why don't we put just say 35% over here? Enter. Then all the cash flow we entered were just like same as before. So then you can push down button. You see the NPV like just present value, right? The previous value. Then just like compute again. Then you see over here negative 6,174.97. As you see, in the case of 12%, since the NPV of this project is 5,311, which is pretty positive, while when the recorded rate of return is 35%, it's negative $6,000. So we don't really accept this project when it's the recorded rate of recorded return is too high. So that's how to calculate the NPV with the finance calculator.